Hey, what's happening, guys? Clark back at it with another video. And basically today, I just want to talk to y'all about this idea of kind of overhyping yourself to other people, to a camera, when someone's recording, or with your friends, with your colleagues, your coworkers. I hear so often someone having to overly express who they are to somebody. In a sense, why I say you want to be careful with that is because when you have to overly express to someone that you are something, it shows that you don't actually believe who you are in a way. Or like you feel they need to, the more I say it, the more they will think I am this thing. I'm trying to convince myself I am said thing. Saying I am so strong. I am so strong. I am so strong. Like they almost catch themselves like repeating the phrase over and over because they're trying to come to terms with like, I believe that is who I am. But if you are said thing, you just exist as said thing. How many real gangsters out there are going around telling people about all the dirt they're doing, or like they keep that shit silent? Real G's moving in silence. I mean, come on, man. You see it everywhere. If you know how to fight, if you really know how to throw hands, why would you be out here poking people, picking fights left and right, talking shit all the time? Like, you know you can fight. If the situation arises, you'll drop somebody, but you don't go pressing the issue. You're not trying to fight because you know how. The fact that you have that discipline makes you more humble and probably de-escalating in just natural life, unless someone's really asking for it. I've been watching like various YouTube channels, and I think it's kind of funny when this one person in particular just has to overhype her accolades with every single video. Every video is pretty much gets into it and starts with, you know, I'm this and this, Grammy nominated, blah, 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 blah. And it's just kind of like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I believe her. I think that's true, but also the fact that you have to like say that every single time, it kind of loses the weight, and you're also not showing how you are those things. You aren't showing me that you are what you're saying. You're just saying it. So I don't see the action behind it. Someone saying like, I've been in the gym fucking all the time. I'm in the gym every fucking day. I've been there the last 3 days. It's just like, okay, cool. Like if you gave a fuck about it for yourself, you wouldn't need to tell everybody. It's one thing when people ask, another to just volunteer this information. Myself, I don't tell people what I'm doing unless they ask and they actually care. A lot of times people tend to ask me what I'm doing just so they can talk about themselves, which is a bit of another story. But the bottom line is, guys, if you are something, you can just embody it. You can let your game do all the talking. Michael Jordan, for example, he wasn't a huge like shit talker on the basketball court. I'm sure he talked some shit, but he mostly would just kind of see it, the game fold out, people talk at him, and he just fucking dunks on their head and leaves like that's all. You don't have to say anything. You just jammed on the guy that was talking shit. Good. You've done enough. You said it all with that. If you are something, every aspect of movement, every aspect of you as a person will exude that you are these things. Having to just overly say who you are, that's stressful, right? Like, think about it like this. So if you're trying to overly convince somebody that you are something, and yet you haven't even convinced yourself that you are something, you're relying heavily on external validation, heavily on them giving you something to move forward with. And you know what? People are selfish. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. It's not always a bad thing. It's just like, people don't really care, right? They're not going to give you this overarching validation. It's really the people that don't know you that will give you like that kind of fandom, that kind of validation is from random people, not so much like people you know. There's never ending improvement and so much to learn, new techniques, new approaches, just infinite wisdom for any field you're going into. And I think like when you have to really peacock at such a high level, it's hard to keep up with. That's a lot of energy going to that is a little unnecessary. Like I think a real one could recognize real, just point blank period. And I've seen plenty of times like groups of these people together and they all are kind of like hyping each other up, but you look at what they're really doing and who they really are, it's just kind of fake. Like they need each other to hype each other up, but they're not putting in work. So, if there's anything you guys can take away from this video, it's really just be who you are. Be confident who you really are. There's nothing wrong with expressing who you really are. You don't have to play a character. I understand like different rooms, different people, the change of environment will naturally change us some degree. It happens. But to be unapologetically you, it's so freeing. It feels so good. And it's not easy. But if you really want to become something, just write it down. Write down the thing you want to become. And then once you figure out what you want to become, write the steps that will get you there. The immediate next step, then the next one, but focus on the first step and you'll become that thing. You don't have to tell anybody. Just keep it quiet. Just pedal to the metal, working on that said thing, and you'll just become who you want it to be. Think about a guy like Keanu Reeves, for example. Up there with one of the most humble dudes that I've seen and witnessed. Just obviously not like personally, but just how he moves through life. Being the lead actor, the superstar of all the Matrix movies, many other John Wick, like he's got series and other like one-off great movies. And all the while, he's never walked around saying how successful he is or over embellishing the truth, even though he totally could. Like he's made some crazy moves, has crazy success. I've never seen him really like hyping himself up. And he stays humble. He really, to be super rich and successful, have all these accolades and still be riding the subway, talking to whoever's there, just as if he's just a regular dude. That's a degree of realism that I think we all should strive for. We're no better one person to the next. We all have similarities and differences, but there is something that binds us all together. And when you go ahead and think you're above somebody or you're above the system or above a group of people, that's where you kind of lose it. You're one step closer to falling flat on your face. And I don't want to see that for you guys. When you are who you are, you don't got to pretend, you don't got to act. There's no lying going on. It's just cut and dry, straight to the point. This is me. This is how I roll. This is how I rock. This is how I roll. That's you all the time because you don't have to think about it too much. And I strive myself to be more like that. I don't want to overhype myself. Even when I do have accomplishments, I pat myself on the back. I take some praise from the people that I've talked to about it if they offer it. If not, it's no sweat because I know that I did it. I know that I got it on my own. I know that it's something I've been working on and forever I'm working on. Making my own self fulfilled. I'm not chasing happiness, a fleeting moment that comes and goes like the rain. I'm genuinely looking for deep fulfillment in my life. And those that seek deep fulfillment, they live a life more worthwhile. They won't ever look back like, man, I can't believe I did all these things to impress so-and-so, to get praise from people that I don't even fuck with. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's easier said than done. But when you rock out as yourself, guys, you're also attracting people on a similar vibration to come into your life and connect with you because you guys are in more of an alignment. You're meant to collide at a certain point. And hopefully that you guys can water the fruits of your labor together and expand, and just even if it's just like having someone to talk to about kind of this new lifestyle approach or whatever you're going through, it's nice to have people. We are social beings at the end of the day. So bottom line, guys, just don't be peacocking too much. It's good to be confident, but confidence also leads to like just hardcore ego stricken people. Just be confident, but also be real with yourself.